Welcome in, fellow travelers. My name is Marie at Indigo Earth. I am here to do a reading for our Earth signs Taurus. Welcome in, Taurus. Good to have you here. Taurus, you are ruled by the planet Venus, which is the planet of love and beauty. Your dual nature is to be practical and content, yet you can be very materialistic and only security orientated. Your drive is to build projects concretely, and your aspect is to accumulate possessions. Your mantra is, I have. Welcome in, cross watchers. You could be connected to or in a relationship in the physical realm or in the ethereal realm, energetically with the Taurus. You are here to see what's going on with your person. Some of this message could be for you. Feel free to swap around the characters throughout the reading as need be. Nobody knows your situation, your connection, your relationship better than you. Time is fluid, my friends. So anytime you come across this message and you were drawn into it was the time that you were meant to hear it. Stay open to that process. And you and I are working together at a quantum level to bring a message to you for the highest atonement of soul evolution and soul growth for yourself as well as all living deities on this planet. That is my wish for this channel. So take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, don't try to make it fit. Use your discernment. Start practicing your inner knowing, your intuition. Look for those intuitive hits. Some of the reading might be for you, a portion of the reading might be for you, or there may be a sentence or two that you hear and all of a sudden you hear it a few days later. That's the universe giving you a sign. So try to stay open to that process. Sometimes the messages are warm and fuzzy. Sometimes the messages are a little bit more direct and abrasive. And since we are going into the Gemini moon, solar eclipse on the 10th, there are going to be some things that are hidden that are going to be brought to the forefront that need to be dealt with, need to be seen, need to be acknowledged, need to be embraced. So some crystals to use if you're interested in that. Howlite helps integrating your challenges and your beliefs about the world and your role in it. And selenite, which is an excellent protector, brings in supportive energy, expands your awareness to integrate the universal lessons that are being shared with you. So let's see where we go with you today, Taurus. If the message doesn't resonate with you today, you might want to check your moon sign. You could be more in your lunar cycle. So glad to have you here. If you like the content of the channel, please like and subscribe. Support the channel. Your support is honored and appreciated, so that other Taurians can get the messages that might be needed for them. So we got a theme going for you here. We have the 9 of Pentacles with the 5 of Swords. So this could be about feeling like you're climbing the ladder. You're climbing the ladder and having to beat people down to get to where you want to go. Like it's just a battlefield all the time. You always have to compete, contend with, figure things out, be one step ahead in order to get what you want in life. Maybe feeling like the universe is holding you down a little bit. Wanting to be free, wanting your independence, wanting to build your own environment, wanting to be successful, build your own empire, but it just seems like there's always another hurdle that needs to be accomplished, that's demanding more of you. Like maybe you have a degree, and in order to get somewhere that you want to get to, you have to accumulate another degree, which is college debt, college loans, time, energy, expense. Sometimes this 5 of Swords too is the, I call it the survivor card, outwit, outlast, outplay. So feeling like maybe you have to step on some people's toes in order to get to where you want to go. But let's see where we go with you today, Taurus. So this is messages for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Messages for those watching. Ruled by Venus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Messages for those watching, please. The messages be clear. All right, here we go, my friends. Your overall energy, 7 of Wands, on the defensive. Standing your ground, guarding your stuff. Feeling like you always have to be on. Your situation, the Knight of Wands. Wanting to move forward, wanting to do things a little bit differently. Kind of wanting to find your mojo. This could be also about explosive energy. This could be about energy that's just very reactive. Wanting support of the universe behind you. Your opportunity, 7 of Pentacles. Slow down, step back, reassess, look at what's coming up in your life. Have some patience. What the universe is co-creating with you. 10 of Wands. So 10 is the final number before you reset back to 0. The 10 of Wands is really about hard work and perseverance. It's also about pushing through, and it's also about carrying loads that really you don't need to carry. It's like feeling like you have to make it happen all the time by yourself. And you're accumulating shit on the way. It's just drudgery. It's like carrying a yacht up a hill instead of carrying a wagon. Just seems to be just things just keep piling on. Things just keep piling on. Energies that surround you that you might not be aware of. There we go. Let it go. Face your fears. Let it all go. Rest in the hands of the divine. Trust the universe. Do it differently. It seems like you're expecting different results by doing the same thing. If the Wheel of Fortune comes up, these are about patterns and cycles. But this is the energy around you is just fall back. Energy's coming in. Yeah. Death. Time to release this shit. And be careful too, because I'm getting illness of carrying this weight, having to always be on the defensive, always trying to have to measure up, always having to be on. Knight of Wands. It's time to face your fears. Put your trust in the divine. Relax. Take a step back. Patience. Energies that are fading away. The Ace of Cups. So this is about hope, inspiration, aspiration. This is about feeling supported. This is also about love. You could feel like it's just not for you. How you're showing up in this situation. 6 of Wands, wanting to win. Wanting to stand above the rest. Wanting to be seen. Wanting to barrel your way out of this. What's right in front of you that you need to contend with is the 2 of Swords. You're not seeing something clearly. You're holding yourself back. You're guarding yourself from being able to let this shit go. It's like this is refusal. Just refusing to see it. Not going to listen, not willing to learn. You're in your own world. You're in your own little corner, in your own little chair. All done. Good for the day. Hopes and fears. Partnership, relationship, and your outcome. King of Wands. With the Ace of Swords. So some kind of truth is going to come out. This is like raw, authentic truth. Like this is the real deal. Can't run from this. And the King of Wands is all about, you know, the King of Wands can be an influential leader, but the King of Wands is only in something or does something if there's something in return for, like, it's not for the good of the whole. It's for the good of self. It's very self-orientated, very egoic, very, you know, it's all about them. It's all about that person. And sometimes that's needed in life, but in this situation, it seems like it's upholding an image that seems to be kind of starting to wear itself out. It's taking a toll. It could be taking a toll energetically. It could be taking a toll physically. It's just taking a toll. So let's see where we go with this. Because the Nine of Pentacles is about you wanting to stand on your own 2 feet, right? Not have to rely on anybody else. But the Five of Swords is, it's like you have to cheat your way to there. You have to fight and battle your way to there. So let's see where we go with you, Taurus. What is the Knight of Wands here? Clarify what the Knight of Wands is, please, for Taurus. What is the Knight of Wands here? Got the Knight of Swords, so 2 knights, so there's action here. Knight of Swords could be in regards to anger. It also could be in regards to really wanting to bring forth some sort of idea, some sort of communication, some sort of message. We've got fear, anxiety, apprehension, things that are on your mind. This is the monkey mind, going round and round and round and round and round. And then you got the world right next to it. Endings and beginnings, endings and beginnings, endings and beginnings. When the world shows up, this is about trying to complete a cycle. You got 2 tens here. Trying to complete a karmic cycle, trying to make a breakthrough, trying to reset this way of being and doing. You got the Nine of Swords. There's a lot of fear here. You might have messages coming through telepathically or through your dreams. I'd really pay attention to those. But there's change coming. I mean, it's inevitable. There's an ending coming so that something else can take its place. So let's see what the Seven of Pentacles is. This is really about looking at what's showing up in your life, being patient, taking a step back. You got 2 7s here, one on top of the other. That is about challenges. 7 is a very spiritual number. 7 days of the week, 7 realms in heaven, 7 planets in the solar system. This is really about overcoming a challenge and moving on to the next day of light. This is also about reevaluation and change. You got a lot of things that are pointing towards change and reevaluation here, but somehow you're closing yourself off. You might feel like you have to show up a certain way in order to manifest love in your life. If this isn't about a career or a job, if this is about relationship, because we have 2 of Cups here, in your hopes and your fears. And we have the Ace of Cups is leaving. So that's kind of like not believing in love anymore. So let's see what the Seven of Pentacles is. We got the Page of Swords. So this is really wanting to communicate. This could also be watching other people online, or somebody's watching you online. This is kind of like apprenticeship as well, Page of Swords. Like learning something different, learning something new. This is using intelligence, intellectualism, like a messenger. It also could be that you're restless. Yeah, Five of Wands, restlessness. Which is causing a lot of obstacles, confusion, conflict. Just everything seems to be a battle. Seems to be a lot of people in the mix here too. One more, please. Okay, well, it's going to. We got the Ten of Cups, we got the Seven of Cups, and we got the King of Pentacles. So there's an earth sign showing up here. You could be seeing as a Ten of Cups. This might be confusing. You're seeing your Ten of Cups or your happiness is about materialism, which, you know, that's your sign. You're about security orientated and having possessions. I think this is starting to cause confusion. It's also starting to cause a lot of conflict. I think this is about your projections about it, right? Kind of exploring maybe your ideas and your emotions and how you see yourself. Because the Seven of Pentacles is about tending to your own garden, right? And the Seven of Wands is about protecting. So holding on to some kind of idea maybe, which is a very small self idea, page. Holding on to some idea that's now starting to bring in a lot of conflict about maybe how you see what the Ten of Cups looks like. It seems to be more security orientated. It seems to be more about materialism. It seems to be more about having possessions. It seems to be more about status. It seems to be more about how it looks on the outside. Because on the inside, this is going on. It's a lot that's a lot to take in. It's a lot to have to measure up to. Let's see what the Ten of Wands is for you, Taurus. Could be dealing with another earth sign here. We got an air sign coming in, Aquarius. We got Scorpio coming in, that's water. So clarify what this Ten of Wands is, please, for us. Ten of Swords. Whoa. The Moon. Whoa. The universe is really trying to get you to surrender. There's a lot going on the inside here. Ten of Swords is like, those are some deep, deep, deep wounds. You got it with the Ten of Wands. And the Moon, things that are hidden, things that aren't seen, things in the psyche and the subconscious. Ten of Swords is, you know, this could be like manic depression. This could be like bipolar. This could be trauma, PTSD. This could be addictions of all kinds, usually the worst. Not that any addiction is very good, but I mean, you know, some people are addicted to working, some people are addicted to like being with friends all the time. It's an escape mechanism. And you're carrying this, and you've been carrying it, and the universe is trying to relieve you of this by getting you to see, because you're refusing, by getting you to see something. You seem to be basing this all on relationship status instead of individual status. Your own inner being. Give me one more on that, please. Yeah, Two of Wands. It's trying to get you to go a different direction. It's trying to get you to go a different direction that's going to take a lot of courage. It's going to take a lot of inner resolve. It's trying to get you back to your innate blueprint. When the strength comes out, that's really about vulnerability. Because strength isn't all about gut force. It is about getting quiet. It is about surrender. It is about allowing. And it is about knowing, trusting, believing in. Give me one more on that, because that's heavy. That's a lot that the universe is trying to help you with. Because the Two of Wands also is about everything looks good on the outside, but on the inside, it's a nightmare. So the universe is trying to help you plan. Give me one more on this, please. For Taurus. There we go. Six of Pentacles. This is about self-worth. This is about giving and receiving. This is about how you see yourself in the world. This is about reciprocity. This is also about keeping score. So however that fits in. But there's an imbalance here. There's a huge imbalance here. And I think that being of service to others, being of service is one of the keys in helping yourself. Where you're giving and not expecting anything in return. Except for the universe to uphold you. But this is about really going deep. I'm surprised the High Priestess hasn't jumped out yet. This is about really going deep. So let's see what death is. This is the energies that are coming in. Clarify what death is, please, for Taurus. Too many. Clarify what death is, please, for Taurus. There she is, the High Priestess. I was wondering when that was going to come out. You heard me say it. Yeah, this is about going deep. This could be about Akashic Records as well, about learning about the Akashic Records and what your Akash is. The High Priestess has been to Hades, and the High Priestess has been to heaven. She is the secret keeper. So there's a lot of secrets going on here. A lot of secrets going on. You got death to that, though. So things are going to start coming to the surface here that need to be dealt with. This is about really, really, really going deep. Yep, Seven of Pentacles. This is about looking at what's showing up in your life. Things are going to start manifesting in your life from this type of energy field, right? because the universe responds to the energy you're emitting. There's a lot of fear going on here. There's a lot of burdens. There's a lot of like deep-rooted, what's my word? Deep-rooted hooks. Deep-rooted hooks in this. And when you've got the High Priestess here, that is like digging into realms beyond what's right in front of you that need to be brought up to the surface. This is about really planting a whole new garden. Oops, I dropped it, sorry. That you need to be committed to staying at, right? Something that is going to be a stable for you. That is where your foundation is. That is where the root cause, that is where the root of all this is. There it is, the wheel. I knew it was coming out. That is about cycles and patterns. Patterns don't lie. This is about cycles and patterns, especially when it comes to commitment. Commitment even to yourself. This is about fears. This is about ancestral carnage that is just gripping. I don't think you can see, I don't think you know about this. I think this is really deep. I don't know. I think that you're looking at this as like just relationships don't work in general, but what's happening is that it's the messages are coming through relationships and what you need to look at. And you have free will. You can choose to do it or choose not to do it. But it's gonna, the Wheel of Fortune's here. It's gonna keep circling around and around and around and around until you deal with it, until you look at it head on. Because Ace of Swords, like in your outcome, this is no match for anything. Not even a king, not even an emperor. Like this is the raw universal truth. This is authenticity. So let's see what the Six of Wands is. This is how you're showing up in the situation. Remember, feel free to swap around the characters if need be as well. You could be dealing with, on the other end of this. But this really seems to be more individualized. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. Seems to be more focused on of an individual nature. So tell me what the Six of Wands is, please, for our Taurinians. For those watching, what is the Six of Wands for? Gotta heal. Four of Swords. Time to take a break. Time to stop trying to win. Time to surrender. Time to listen. Because there's some heavy-duty energies that are coming in. And they're not there to suppress. They're there to complement. They're trying to get you to rise up. Not in the outer world, but in the inner world. Change is imminent. You got the World and you got Death. And you got the Fool. One more time through, please. You got the Queen of Cups. And you got the Star. That's all psychic ability. This is all healing. When you got the Queen of Cups, this is about moving into emotional intelligence, emotional wisdom. Queen of Cups is about tapping into the psychic part of you, intuitive knowing, intuition, working with your feelings and your emotions, right? That's what the star is, working with your feelings and emotions, right? The star is the embodiment of your feelings and then how you present them into the world. The star is also a healing card. It's also a soulmate, true soulmate card. But you got the healing and the Queen of Cups. This is coming more from a place. The Queen of Cups is very empathetic and very forgiving. But the Queen of Cups is not like the Queen of Pentacles, right? The Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing, very mothering. The Queen of Cups is not mothering, she's direct. She's loving, but she is direct. In other words, it's about boundaries, and it is about healthy boundaries, and it is about compassion enough to look at your life, or look at what's showing up in your life, and love yourself enough to give yourself something better by doing something different. 2 cards of healing here. So let's see what the Two of Swords is. So far we've got earth signs showing up. Cancer, we got water energy showing up. The Sagittarius showing up. So what is the Two of Swords, please? Clarify what the Two of Swords is. We got the Magician with the Three of Cups. That's kind of about manipulation. Three of Cups is about, sometimes it can be about, you know, happiness and finding joy and celebration with people. But when you've got it crossed with the Two of Swords, this is about escaping maybe through other people, through third-party situations, using third-party situations to not have to deal with your Ten of Swords, the stuff that's stuck deep inside of you. Give me one more, please. Got the Ace of Wands. So this is the catalyst to kind of get things moving. Ace of Wands is kind of the magnifier to get things moving. The universe has been communicating with you either through telepathy or through dreams or just nudges, or it's very important to pay attention to that because things are getting ready to shift. Give me one more, please. So in the extended, I am going to look at water signs, and I'm going to look at, what else did I say was showing up here? Pisces, that's a water. Earth sign. It's another water sign. Aquarius, we got one air sign. So water signs, and we got fire here, death, Scorpio, probably fire sign. So fire signs, Cancer, Pisces, or fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, and water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. me one more on this, please. I'm going to get a little bit more in on the outcome here. Then we will look at, wow, okay. So the universe is trying to communicate to you. You got the Six of Wands again about this trying to rise above through image, and wants you to work more from a space of emotional fulfillment. Because it seems to be that the two are mixed up here, between emotion and self-image. They seem to be mixed up, and you're not seeing something clearly that's trying to come in. There's some sort of manipulative energy here that has to do with three-party situations, and that's the catalyst, because communication is coming in about this. Communication is coming in, and it's going to reveal some of this egoic nature, and the communication could come through like body signals, body signs. Like I said, death, sometimes that's about illness. When you got the Four of Swords here, that's also about, could be coming up physically. If you're not taking a look at it from the realm of the signs that you're getting in the outside world, it'll start manifesting itself through the inside world. So give me one more on this Ace of Swords and this King of Wands. King of Wands has come through twice now. It's very flamboyant energies. What is the truth here? What is this Ace of Swords about? Six of Swords, escapism. Trying to find a rescuer. It's also about leaving things behind. And another six. Six of Pentacles again. This is about your own self-worth. Learning about your own self-worth and being able to rise in the integrity of your own self-worth. It's also about giving to others. Yeah, this is about getting quiet. Solitude, silence, celibacy. This is a seeker. This is about getting quiet, getting away from it all, going inward. You got two sixes here. Actually, you got four sixes in this reading. Again, 6 is a very spiritual number. This is about your values and your intentions. Really looking at your values and your intentions. Some sort of clarity is coming through. And your outcome is it's going to ask you to retreat. It's going to ask you to retreat. To work from a different mindset than what you've been working through in the past. So air sign or fire signs and water signs in the extended, we will look at actions and advice for you as well, and we will also look at, I'm going to get a little bit more on that outcome. For those of you not going on, I'm going to get a reading since it's the solar eclipse tonight. I'm going to get a reading to you from the Arcana of Astrology. This is by Claire Goodchild. The Arcana of Astrology. So, guidance please for Taurus. Wow. Guidance please for Taurus. Those jumped out. Lunar eclipse. Tonight is the solar eclipse. We just had a lunar eclipse. So let's see what the 11th house is all about. This is a house of Aquarius. Its ruler is Uranus. Uranus is a planet of, you think it's the most outer planet, so it's about generational changes, and it's the shake-up planet, right? It's the planet that, like, is unconventional. The element is air, and this is about being social. Social interactions and plans for the future live in the 11th house, alongside the sign of Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus. This house naturally shakes things up a bit, so this is unconventional area of the natal chart. When we are children, we make friends because we are the same age. As we get older, we begin to develop our sense of self and discover our own interests, and those things become the defining factors in our friendships. Two people can lead very different lives, but if both love the same obscured television show, the 11th house will throw them together in a social situation. When we make plans for the future, we look to others to help us reach them. Reaching our goals is not generally something we do completely on our own. We seek mentors, we seek guides, and we seek advice. And in a reading, the big plans and unconventional dreams are this card's wheelhouse. Anything you come up with right now can easily become your reality with a bit of thinking outside the box. The 11th house is where the greatest ideas are born, as long as you don't let society impose its narrow viewpoint on your creative process. It's time to figure out your place in the world. This can be a scary thing, but it should also be fun. There's a lot to discover out there. Treat every person you meet like they might be a potential friend, and you might be surprised at what you discover. Your key words are rebellion, social, friendship, invention, and potential. And lunar eclipse. It's hot. The Illuminator. The lunar eclipse occurs when the moon moves behind the earth and ends up in its shadow. It may seem strange that something in a shadow can be known as the Illuminator, but that is because the event only takes place during a full moon. A lunar eclipse carries the same message as a regular full moon, which is tonight, but more intensified. Truths that may not be ready to be seen are coming to the light. Your key word in this is its reveal. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope this helped, and until next time, I wish you the peace that passes all understanding. And for those of you that are going on with me, the link is below, and I'll see you over there.